So many people have, I think, the same question when it comes to Shiba Inu. When are we going to make our next big breakout? How high are we going to get? And, I have to say that nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody knows for sure when this is going to happen, but there are some great signs that are playing out in the fundamentals and in the charts. And in fact, there is an analyst that is projecting this next move for Shiba Inu to be a 600% move to the upside, reaching 301. Now, this would obviously be a new all-time high. And I'm sure many people are questioning, when this type of move would happen. So this is from Ashish on TradingView. And what Ashish references is this long consolidation pattern that we've been in terms of Shiba Inu. And the target that he is expecting is this 600% move in a quarter's time. So about 3 months from now, which would put us basically right at the start of September. And the interesting thing about this is that would actually make a lot of sense. Now, again, this is, not a guarantee, but right now, this long consolidation pattern that we've been on is starting to break a little bit. We've talked about this break box. I've talked about the motion that we likely need to make here before our next move. And what I'm kind of referencing here is an oddly similar pattern to what we experienced before our last big breakout in terms of Shiba Inu. You guys can see this falling consolidation pattern, the slight breakout here, retest on the ascending trend line, and then boom, that's when Shiba Inu decided to go. Look at this consolidation pattern, breakout to the upside, coming back down to retest our trend line. And then at some point here, I'm guessing is where Shiba Inu makes its move. Now, what I'm really paying attention to is actually my indicator. And again, if you guys want to check this out, the link's in the description below. There's a 30-day money back guarantee. It's well worth the money, guys. What I will say is that we had this falling bullish pattern here, a falling bullish momentum. We flipped neutral before our explosive bullish momentum breakout that you guys can see here, right? Same thing playing out here. This bullish momentum falling, neutral momentum climbing here, and then at some point our bullish momentum breakout. Now, what I have to say is this. Remember, we're at this point where we've had a lot of liquidity removed from exchanges in terms of Shiba Inu. Retail optics are heightened right now. We have some possible big bullish catalysts. There's the house passing Fit 21. If you guys want to check out my ADA video from earlier today, I discussed that. Possible huge embrace of the US in terms of crypto. We have, probably some updates in the Ripple VSEC case. Could be a huge win there. There's these possible white swan events that could really get the market going in a rip-roaring way. Not to mention, historically speaking, when we do approach the fall, this is about the time where the market really truly begins to take off. So you guys can see back in 2020, July is when things went on a nice pop, our next leg up, right? You guys can see here, it was about September that we had that next leg up. We did have a nice surge at the end of May into like July. But this is about that time where the market dynamics begin to change. We start to really accelerate into alt season and start making some of these bigger moves. So I'm not saying that the next move for Shiba Inu is guaranteed going to be a 600% move or anything like that. It's possible that Shib comes up. I would think that probably our next stopping point is, 406, somewhere in that range. That would make a lot of sense, before that next leg even blowing through the prior all-time high. But we'll obviously just have to wait and see what happens. Patience is the biggest thing. And again, I just look for opportunities to add to my bags. And again, with my indicator, I think I use the 1 hour a lot to pick up positions. When we do get some of these dips, I'll pay attention to what the DCA is flashing and I'll pick up some of these deep depth positions, right? I use this a ton up here. Actually, I picked up some really good spots before, some pumps. But for me personally, guys, it's all about the long term. I just continue to add to my bag. I just continue to prepare because I know that later in this bull market, that is when you see some of the biggest rewards. Early is kind of exciting, kind of boring at the same time. But the last year of the bull market cycle is when you start to see faces melt. So I just wanted to share that with everyone. I'd love to hear what you think the next move is for Shiba Inu, when you think it will make this move. But have a great day. Show your love below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.